Hello and welcome back to another breaking news update. My name is Jimmy Boyd and you were watching Boyd News. I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. I've got some breaking news coming out here for you. So we've got lots of information coming out right now that China has initiated military exercises surrounding the entirety of Taiwan. Now, this is not the first time that they've done this, but they are doing this once again. And this is by far a major escalation and a massive military exercise going on right now. As far as I know, this started somewhere around 7:45 a.m., I believe on Thursday, local time in Taiwan, and it's still ongoing right now for, I believe, 2 days. And China's saying that they're calling this strong punishment for the self-ruled island separatist acts. So on Monday, Taiwan's new president was inaugurated, and during his speech, he said to China, "Stop threatening us and accept that we are a form of democracy now." So this angered China, made them very upset, and they were like, "Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and launch some more military drills around your island and completely surround you and put pressure on you." Now, like I said, they've done this many times before, but they're doing this once again. And we know that China wants to take Taiwan. They want Taiwan to become part of the mainland, but Taiwan is refusing, okay? We've also got lots of reports that the U.S. is heading over there right now to come to their aid if they come under attack. And China's doing these exercises and simulating taking over the island, a full-scale attack, taking over Taiwan, and preventing the U.S. from being able to resupply Taiwan while the fighting is ongoing. So this is obviously a very big escalation here, and I've got lots of information to go over and talk about with you. So first, I want to talk about this here. This is on the BBC. China holds military drills around Taiwan as strong punishment, is what they call it. Okay, this just coming out about 8 hours ago. Today, China has started 2 days of military exercises around Taiwan, with its military calling them strong punishment for the self-ruled island separatist acts. The drills come 3 days after the inauguration of President William Lai, who called on China to stop threatening the island and accept the existence of its democracy. China sees Taiwan as a breakaway province that will eventually be under Beijing's control, but the island sees itself as distinct. Taiwan's defense ministry condemned the Chinese drills as irrational provocations. Taipei dispatched naval, air, and ground forces to defend the island's sovereignty, its defense ministry said. Thursday's drills for the first time simulated a full-scale attack, Taiwanese military experts said, rather than an economic blockade. The exercises took place all around the main island and for the first time also targeted the Taipei-controlled islands of Kinmen, Matsu, Wukui, and Dongyin, which lie close to the Chinese coast, according to maps released by China's People's Liberation Army, the PLA. So the drills also included a component of the east of Taiwan. The island's rugged east coast on the other side of the mountain range has long been its military redoubt. Taiwan has built much of its hardened military infrastructure along this coast, including a large underground airbase inside a mountain near the city of Hualien. It is also close to Japan's southern islands and a natural resupply route. By sending naval and air patrols to the east of Taiwan, China aims to show Taipei that its east is now exposed to Chinese attack and to show Americans that any effort to resupply or reinforce Taiwan from the east is vulnerable to Chinese missile strikes or naval attack. So again, like I said earlier, they're trying to show the U.S. that they can no longer support Taiwan if they come under attack. And I'm going to be showing you some videos here in just a minute from X showing that they're preparing to set up anti-ship missile launchers to attack naval vessels around Taiwan whenever the time comes that they decide to launch this attack on Taiwan. So the PLA said its drills focused on joint sea-air combat readiness patrols, precision strikes on key targets, integrated operations inside and outside the island to test the joint real combat capabilities of its forces. Taiwanese media cited military expert Chi Chung, saying the ongoing exercise is aimed at simulating a full-scale armed invasion of Taiwan. So that's what they're doing here. They're simulating a full-scale armed invasion of Taiwan. And look at this picture here. So it says areas of Chinese military drills. So the red is going to be the area covered in August 2022, so 2 years ago approximately. and then the new area covered in May 2024. So look at how much more they're taking over now that they're putting pressure on Taiwan. So before they just kind of surrounded the island with these red squares here. So they had probably a naval vessel down here. And then now, look, they're doing the same thing, circling the island, but then also taking control of these other islands here closer to China. Okay, so obviously, like I said, major escalation from the Chinese, and a lot of this has to do with the new president. Okay, they do not like the new president, and he stands for democracy, and he wants Taiwan, excuse me, to be independent from China, and they do not want to be taken over. So he's come out many times and said they will defend themselves, and they're not going to cower to China, and they want to be a democracy. They don't want to be a part of China. So a couple of things that I want to go over here. I want to show you some more information on X, and then we'll go ahead and get you guys out of here. This from Global Press. Breaking. Source says China will invade Taiwan in early June. As of now, Chinese military have began drills surrounding entirety of Taiwan, including islands of Kinmen and Dongyin, state media says. So look at that. Source says China will invade Taiwan in early June. Here's a picture with Xi. So I don't know. Are they going to invade sometime soon? Very possible. We'll have to see what they choose to do, but according to this information from Global Press, very possible we could see an invasion from China into Taiwan. But if they were to do anything like this, it would be under the disguise of a military drill, or at least soon after a military drill, which would make sense why this would happen sometime in the next week or two. Because right now they're starting to move a lot of equipment in position to attack Taiwan. And then while they're doing these military drills, what they're able to do is gather intelligence and also, survey the area and figure out how they're going to attack Taiwan and get a good bird's eye view of the understanding of the situation before they go in. That's what they're doing when they're doing these drills right now. So, we could definitely see something like this here in the next couple weeks. Very possible, but we'll have to wait and see. But that's what Global Press Corps is reporting. Okay, so also here from OSNT Defender, following yesterday's announcement by the Eastern Theater Command of the Chinese People's Liberation Army about the beginning of significant exercises around the island of Taiwan and within the Taiwanese Strait, not sure if I'm pronouncing this right, but Hiseong Feng 2 and 3 medium-range anti-ship missile batteries of the Republic of China's Navy have been spotted on the move to what is claimed to be tactical positions around the country. So I would think they'd be setting these up to defend the Chinese mainland if they were to come under attack. Let's say their attack failed on Taiwan, and then maybe the United States continues to pursue China. Maybe they'd want to have these in tactical positions to defend their country. But not only that, but to strike U.S. Navy ships that come to the aid of Taiwan, and then also Taiwan's Navy as well. So let's take a look at this. Just 17 seconds, and then we'll talk about it. Okay, so as we can see there, they're definitely moving some heavy equipment here. And according to this information, these were anti-ship missile batteries, okay, that are going to be designed to take out Navy ships potentially from Taiwan and also the U.S. if the U.S. were to get involved here. Now, we know the U.S. is most likely going to back them. They've said it many times that they back Taiwan. But something that happened recently, I think it was around the time that the new president of Taiwan was actually he got voted for, like the country voted for him and wanted him to be elected. Around that time, I remember Biden coming out and saying that they did not support the democracy of Taiwan. Like immediately right after that happened, I remember hearing about that, and I was like, what? Like I would think they would back Taiwan, but I think if they were to come under attack, most likely they would come to their aid and help them out. Taiwan is obviously a major ally to the United States, and they supply a lot of computer chips, which are very vital to the rest of the world, including the United States. So next up here, U.S. Civil Defense News update: the USS Ronald Reagan aircraft carrier of the U.S. Navy entered the Philippine Sea. Okay, so this is big news here too, because if they're moving an aircraft carrier, that means they're preparing to potentially defend Taiwan if they come under attack. Okay, so I don't know. We'll have to see how this plays out, but I'm sure the U.S. right now is on high alert, and they are prepared to come and back Taiwan if they come under attack. Next up here, this is also from U.S. Civil Defense News. U.S. strongly urges China restraint amid Taiwan war games. Don't invade. State Department official. This is Secretary of State Antony Blinken. Okay, so apparently he's coming out. I was hearing lots of news about him telling China to exercise restraint. Don't attack Taiwan because this could be very possible that what we see here is an attack on Taiwan very soon, either in the next couple days or maybe the next few weeks, considering that they're doing this exercise once again. And the Taiwanese president basically gave China the middle finger, okay, and telling them to leave him alone. And China obviously does not like that. Finally, from Megatron Ron, breaking. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesman says Taiwan independence forces will be left with their heads broken and blood flowing. I was seeing lots of reports with this same exact statement. This is absolutely insane to me. This is obviously a major threat to Taiwan, telling them Taiwanese independence forces will be left with their heads broken and blood flowing. So obviously they're threatening to eliminate the Taiwanese defense forces completely, okay? And this is obviously major escalation, like I said. And this is not good for the region and not good for the world. I mean, imagine if something were to break out right now and there were to be a war between the United States, Taiwan, and China all at the same time, where there's escalation going on in the world with Russia and Ukraine, and then the U.S. is involved in that. Europe is involved in that. There's just, we are just right around the corner from something major happening potentially, and it could happen in the blink of an eye. Something could go wrong, and all of a sudden we've got a world war breaking out. So I'm going to keep a close eye on this for sure. And as more information comes out, I will definitely update all of you and let you know what's going on here in this situation. But it's definitely not good. So keep your eyes peeled and pay attention to what's going on around you, because if something happens over here in Taiwan and the U.S. gets involved, our worlds could be completely turned upside down. If you live in the United States or really just anywhere, it's going to affect all of us, okay? We will be impacted in some sort of way, and hopefully it does not break out into a major regional war or worldwide war. We'll have to see what happens, but I'll keep you all updated. That's going to be it for this update, though. If you got something out of this, please smash that like button. And also, if you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing down below. Hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can notify you. And with that, I hope you all have a great day. Everybody take care and God bless, and we'll see you in the next one.